This is Crime Tales with WM. A look into real American stories, real investigations, and the cases that never stopped raising questions. Today, we go back to Boulder, Colorado, the morning after Christmas, 1996. The quiet city of Boulder, Colorado, was still wrapped in the calm of the holidays. Snow covered the rooftops, the streets were silent, and most families were slowly waking up to another peaceful winter day. But inside one home on 10th Street, something was terribly wrong. At 5:52 a.m., a call came into the local 911 center. A shaken voice reported that a 6-year-old girl was missing. Her name was JonBenet Ramsey. Within minutes, police officers arrived at the residence. A large home decorated for the holidays, lights still glowing in the windows, stockings still hanging by the stairs. As officers stepped inside, nothing looked out of place. No broken windows, no forced entry, no signs of a struggle. Just a quiet house filled with Christmas decorations and the ordinary warmth of a home still holding on to the holiday spirit. But what they did find was a handwritten note, a note that would become one of the most analyzed pieces of evidence in American true crime history. According to the initial police report, the investigation began with 2 parallel tracks, searching for a potential intruder and interviewing everyone who had been inside the home in the hours before the disappearance. Detectives worked through the morning, walking through rooms, examining doors and windows, and trying to piece together what could have happened during the night. Hours later, as officers continued their search, one investigator opened a small door leading to a basement storage room. Inside, he made a discovery that would change the direction of the case entirely. The missing child, JonBenet, was found there. From that moment on, the situation shifted from a search and rescue to a criminal investigation that would grip the entire nation for decades. The home was sealed off. Evidence markers were placed throughout the property. Detectives worked methodically, documenting every detail. Outside, neighbors gathered confused, frightened, whispering among themselves as patrol cars lined the street. News crews soon followed, broadcasting the unfolding tragedy to millions of viewers across the country. As days turned into weeks, the case expanded dramatically. According to official statements at the time, investigators explored multiple theories. One possibility involved a potential intruder who entered the home during the night. Another line of inquiry focused on whether someone known to the family could have been involved. Each scenario brought its own set of questions, and none offered clear answers. Forensic specialists examined the basement, collected fibers, analyzed handwriting, and processed dozens of items found inside the home. According to public investigative summaries released later, experts also reviewed phone records, timelines, and statements from individuals connected to the family. Yet, despite an enormous effort, nothing pointed conclusively to a single explanation. The media attention grew intense. Every new detail, every document, every interview, every expert opinion became a headline. Television hosts dissected the case nightly. True crime magazines published theories, and America found itself pulled into a mystery with no clear path forward. Through all of this, the official stance of law enforcement remained cautious. Authorities emphasized that the case involved many unanswered questions, that the evidence was complex, and that several interpretations were possible. No one was charged with any crime, and as the years passed, the investigation continued to evolve, with new technology and new forensic methods being tested on old evidence. Yet the heart of this story remains the same: a little girl who was excited for Christmas, a family whose lives changed forever, and a community that struggled to understand how something so tragic could happen in a place so peaceful. Today, nearly 3 decades later, the case is still open. Investigators continue to review evidence, re-examine leads, and search for clarity. And for many Americans, the mystery of what happened in that quiet Boulder home remains one of the most haunting, unsolved stories in modern history. What makes this case endure isn't just the unanswered questions. It's the feeling that somewhere, hidden in the details, the truth is still waiting to be found. And until that day comes, the story of JonBenet Ramsey continues to echo through court documents, police files, news archives, and the memories of a community that still hopes for answers. You've been listening to True Crime Tales with WM, where we don't chase mysteries. We trace the places where answers disappear. Next time, another story, another question the world has never been able to solve.